Chills along the body moment. This is the Kings of Rise,
This is Ultima.
and this is MGT Cast. And today we are talking about. Well, this was within E3. We will talk about more.
E3 as a
We will
whole
talk about
later.
E3 as a whole when E3 is over, which is what, tomorrow.
Uh,
So
yeah, tomorrow's the last day.
yeah. So basically, we were recording this the same day it was announced, and with that said, I got chills during the announcement, and
Bombshell of the
when I
decade.
realized what it was, I
Mhm.
got the chills ran through my body. Final Fantasy VII is getting a remake,
Completely remade,
completely remade,
coming first to
coming
PlayStation 4.
first to the PlayStation 4
Keywords there, so probably coming to Xbox One and PC at a later date.
later on, probably later on
Probably,
that year, probably, or
yeah, either
within the
later on
year.
that year or within a year of release.
So let's just hope for the sake of people that actually played the original version,
Yeah,
that they will get their taste as well if they don't want to buy a PS4, and that's completely understandable considering
yeah,
this day and age.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but I'll tell you what though, I was completely thrown off because I thought it was Uncharted. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. Like when he said, back. I mean, I was thrown off. I didn't. Maybe I just wasn't listening to back by popular demand. But I really
Yeah,
thought it was like I really thought it was Uncharted.
yeah. It's funny. It's like watching it through the second time. I was like, how did I not realize this until the end?
Yeah, because
What this was?
I only realized it with the Final
What?
Fantasy music. As soon
Yeah,
as that first song hit within that
yeah.
trailer, uh,
Dun, dun,
chill
dun. And I
chills
was like,
chills hit my body something serious.
no.
With
But no in like a good way. Like, no, oh my
Yeah, it
god.
was like it's like winning the lotto and buying your first really expensive car.
It's like,
You sit down at the wheel and you go, no.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Like,
it's gonna be like one of those days when one day we hope to sit in the front row of a WWE event and go, no.
yeah.
Yeah, like that.
It,
Uh,
yeah.
it's really like that. You know, some
And,
people
and
some people think we're so I know there are some like levels of gamers out there who think we're crazy, but we're not fucking crazy, dog. You need to check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself.
right. It's like, okay. Let's for a couple things. First of all, even if that was just like the CGI part of the game, like cutscene, holy
It'll still
crap.
look fucking amazing.
Holy crap, that it looked
But
amazing.
think about it
Oh
like
my
this.
god.
Think about it
That
like
looked
this.
better than Advent Children. Like, seriously.
Yeah, let's think about this for a second though. Let's just say, okay, everyone knows what Final Fantasy 15 looks like.
Yeah,
Hopefully it'll be a fucking awesome game. I'm still anticipating that like you wouldn't believe. And
absolutely.
think about that. The game basically itself is almost a CGI all the time game.
Yeah.
It's almost a game, literally a cutscene. So,
Yeah.
but that was just fucking beautiful. That
Oh,
trailer was just beautiful. So,
absolutely.
oh my god, like,
And
and
like,
hopefully tomorrow at
yeah, Square's got a
Square's
conference
conference.
at 10 in the
Hopefully
morning.
we'll get
Help
actual.
me.
Hopefully
Yeah.
hopefully we get a
A
hint at a
little more
release date
information.
at least.
Yeah.
I don't mind a hint at a release date.
I'm I'm
I just don't want us to keep us in the dark the
yeah.
entire time like they're doing with 15.
My guess is 2017 because I know the game was released in 97. So my guess is maybe they're trying to squeeze it in, not squeeze it in, but they're aiming for a 20-year anniversary type thing. That would be my
I think
guess.
that would be awesome. I would be
Yeah.
down with that because that would give you perfect reason to celebrate its life.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm down with that. We'd all love it to be next year. It's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Not gonna happen.
Definitely
Because
not
I
gonna
don't think
happen.
15 comes out next year, right? Or is 15 come out later this year? No, 15 comes out next year,
Yeah,
right?
I think early next year.
Okay, yeah. So,
I would like to think so. So so with that said, that's very very fucking like out of the fucking left field.
absolutely.
I
Just
was
like
not I was not expecting that
yeah.
whatsoever.
In this day and age, it's really hard to get like blindsided and shocked by something.
Yeah.
Like Even like the like Ryu being in freaking Smash Brothers, that got leaked
That got leaked like you wouldn't believe.
like a week ago, and it was like,
well, actually, it was hinted even longer than that.
yeah,
Because
people like thought they found like Hadouken or
no,
stuff
because
like
they
that. So
found
it was
like they
okay.
found stage music
Yeah,
and within an update that was even before like they even started talking about Ryu
yeah,
being in it. So
and
like,
so like with all this, it's like okay,
and by the way,
but like
Ryu is a difficult character to use. But anyway,
yeah, so like if there was any like leak, it was so close to the conference that I didn't even hear about it.
dog, like
And so like
I I'm actually really glad I watched it because I
yeah.
almost didn't.
Yeah, me too. I was I was on playing Heroes of the Storm with people, and I was on like voice chat. But I was like, you know what? Let me just, I got the second monitor. I was like, I just threw the PlayStation conference on the second screen,
And for
and
me, as for me, I don't know if some of you seen my Twitter post, but I was playing Elder Scrolls Online and watching the conference at the same time. So, oh yeah, we were both multitasking.
yeah. But oh god,
Well,
it's like
actually no. At this point, I actually wasn't. No. Actually, I played Elder Scrolls through the Ubisoft conference.
mm,
And then by the time the PlayStation one came on, I had stopped playing, and we sat, and me and my sister's boyfriend sat down, and we watched the PlayStation one.
yeah,
Honestly, there are some fucking beautiful games presented this year, on top of
mm,
that whole thing.
dude.
Just to put it
These
out there.
yeah,
But we
these
will talk about
conferences
that
have
more
been like
later.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously, this is probably like one of the best E3s in years, and Square and Nintendo haven't even had their full like conferences yet.
Yeah, it's just like
And so
it's over here. Like ever since that, I'm like at this point I'm like no, this can't be because the PS4 has been out for how long has the next gen console's been out already?
It's gonna be what two freaking
2 years this
yeah,
holiday
two
season.
years this holiday. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm like this can't be a technical demo. I will slap someone in their fucking mouth if that's
if
not
they
real.
made if they yeah no, it's like you make a second technical demo. I swear to God.
I will slap you in the fucking mouth. At first,
Um,
my sister's boyfriend was. I swear maybe he looked at me a few times like dog what's going on. Like
yeah,
I literally got up and I was like, I was like, ah, and then I looked
yeah,
out the window and I was like, ah, Final Fantasy 7, like
uh,
a, you
yeah,
know, it was like screaming out your window, I love bacon.
yeah,
So like,
yeah,
but so
dude.
much better.
Like I'm sitting here like talking to these dudes who like they only know me like through Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah.
So like I'm just like oh my god, oh my god. And they're like, bro, what the heck? And I was like, they're remaking Final Fantasy 7 for the PS4. Oh, really? That's cool. And I was like, no, it's not cool. It's the greatest thing ever.
Now that gets you into the point to where you're like, no, what games? Now I have to question your age here for a minute.
Uh,
I'd understand if you didn't play Final Fantasy 7 because you were like of the older because I knew guys when I was in school after high school. So let's just say
yeah,
higher learning. That they were bigger fans of the older games,
yeah,
like before the PlayStation shit.
hmm
So so those guys probably weren't as excited because they enjoyed the older games so much more. And
yeah,
then younger people who now only have at this point they played let's just say they played the first iteration of 10, and then they are more excited about say 10, and then they don't get what the hell's going on with us. So
huh,
I want to say that's going on there, although I don't.
yeah,
Maybe it's
yeah,
everyone has their opinion. We're like
yeah.
officially fucking like burning down houses excited over it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
Um,
it's just one of those things. It's like, like it's like hipster mode. It's like at this point, it's like, oh, that game's only like people only like it because nostalgia, and it's like, oh, don't even make me sit here and list out all the reasons. What? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, don't make me sit here and
because
give you a dissertation on why this was a great game.
yeah, because at the same time, even if play, let's just play the hipster's point of view, there is always something remade that you want to play.
Exactly.
So go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's like, man, it's just like, it's like if it was like a game from like 10 years ago, you'd be super juiced.
no, fuck yeah,
Just
dude. There are still games coming out. There are
yeah.
still HD remasters coming out that everyone's excited for. You
Yeah.
know, Gears is one of them. Everyone's excited about the Gears one.
Oh yeah,
So
I was a big one. I mean, that got leaked too. That Gears 4 has been like kind of like, when are you guys going to announce that for a long time?
yeah,
And so they finally announced that today. So that was actually really big. Actually, well, actually, we'll get into that later.
yeah, we'll get into that later because
um, yeah, but no, it's just like I think one of the most exciting things is now, like, I've seen it so often because, like with like Reddit and like YouTube, you're just like, you see so many like of these comments about games and stuff like that, and like, a lot of times now it's like, I mean, yeah, I guess the game's cool, but like, oh, it just looks so dated with those polygons. And first of all, I'm like, oh god, get over it. That's first of all. Second of all, I'm just super excited because like now,
see, okay,
if
it's
if
it's
this
not so
remake's
much
done
as yeah, it's not
properly,
so
it's
much as
like,
the game. It's a game from our childhood.
yeah, it's like now there's going to be a version of this game that is like the one thing that people always seem to clamor to is like, yeah, but it's just so hard to look at for so long. It's like, no, well, guess what? Not anymore. Here it is in beautiful perfection.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful perfection, and you're gonna love it. Or
Yeah,
you could
you gotta
burn
love
in,
it.
or you could burn in hell. Like
You,
seriously,
yeah, you can love
you
it,
go down
or
there
you
with
can
John
sit there
Travolta.
and
All right,
pretend like it's like, oh, you know. Ugh.
I challenge you to not be impressed by that when it comes out.
Absolutely. Now, there's a small part of me that's like, okay, Square, please do this right. Like,
No, but you see, the thing is I don't think they could mess this up only because all you're. I'm not saying all you're really doing. I'm not trying to get at that point.
yeah, no, I know what you mean. We're absolutely no downplaying like remaking a game.
Yeah, let's just say it's not taking a game and fucking putting makeup on it.
Yeah,
We are to the fucking core making a game again.
yeah.
Okay, so we're taking the same fantastic story and making it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to experience all the trials and tribulations that come with that game's story. And we will love it again, and we will always love it again.
And the cool thing is, like, there's absolutely going to be room for them to put in like extra content.
And I'd hate to say this, but we need to race again.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
After we play the game.
Oh, dog. Yeah, I know.
And so familiar sound.
Not so familiar sound. So, just like that hauntingly beautiful song I heard today.
But that said, we hope to see a very beautiful game come forth.
Exactly.
Very beautiful game come
and
forth.
If you haven't played it yet, and you like, because you look at it and you're like, oh, it's kind of ugly, just give this remake a try. Is this like?
You will give this remake a try. You will.
Yeah.
Because
with
this said, it being so hard to play, it's not going to be so hard to play now at your 60 frames per second.
Like, I don't know. It's just like, everyone's like, oh, this Final Fantasy 7, you really like it. It's like, there's a reason why, one, Final Fantasy in general is such a successful series, and two, there's a reason why no Final Fantasy game has even come close to the numbers that Final Fantasy 7 put up.
The only closest that to me is 10.
Yeah, that was the only one that came. 10 did really well. And like,
and most people will say that coming from diehard Final Fantasy 7 fans, that's just opinion. No, it's not. It may be opinion to you, but a little bit of research will tell you some real shit.
Yeah, like seriously.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't normally clamor to say fake shit, especially about games, and especially about a game I love.
Exactly.
So with that said, we'll hopefully record again tomorrow.
Yeah. And we can talk about
E3 at its
E3
fullest,
in general.
and we can
Yeah.
make this a long one. Hopefully, not too long.
Yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't matter at this point. We're gonna talk
I
about
know it's
E3. We're gonna
E3.
talk
There's
about
plenty to
E3.
talk about.
Yeah, what we're gonna be excited about. So, with that said,
Play Final Fantasy 7.
it's fucking
Anyway,
here.
exactly. Finally.